Hey guys, as we promised, we're back. Throughout the next few videos, we're going to hit upon the essentials of productivity. In each of these videos, we'll be going over different tools that we've come across. Each tool has its own pros and cons, but we suggest you just try one that works for you. In this video, we're going to cover essential number 1, having a to-do list. So why is this important? Well, a to-do list helps you stay organized by showing you exactly what you need to manage. With the list, you have all the things you need to do right in front of you. This allows you to organize different tasks as well as prioritize what you need to get done first. And with everything written down, you don't have to worry about thoughts like, am I missing an assignment? Or am I forgetting about something I need to do? Why? It's because you have everything already written down. This helps reduce stress as well as increases our brain capacity and our mental bandwidth.
So here's some qualities of a to-do list that you should be looking out for. A good to-do list needs to be accessible. Your to-do list needs to be at the ready so that you should be able to access it for the majority of the day. It needs to be part of your routine. An untouched to-do list is as good as not having a to-do list at all. Make sure that your to-do list is easy enough to build into your daily routine so that you're checking in and adding to it regularly. It needs to have a good flow. Think about the life cycle of a single task in your to-do list. It needs to have a way to enter easily. It needs to have a way to be categorized. It needs to have a way to be prioritized. And it needs to have a way to be marked as completed when done. Next, we're going to go through 3 different digital tools that we selected to help you manage your tasks. You don't have to necessarily use these ones. In fact, I use a different one that are not part of these 3 that we selected. These are just recommendations that you can try, but ultimately you should pick something that works for you. That means that if you're a pen and paper type of person, then feel free to try something like a physical to-do list, like a notebook or planner. Just as long as your to-do list follow the qualities that I touched upon earlier, it should work.
So first up is Google Tasks. If you're looking for a simple and straightforward tool to use, Google Tasks is what we'd recommend. So to access Google Tasks, all you need to do is go to your Gmail. To find tasks, you just go to the right side of the screen and you click the blue icon that's called Tasks. To add a task, you just click right here and you can add your tasks. Another cool feature is that it has the options for lists. To access that, you just click up here and hit create a new list. So I can create a list for what I need to do for work, and I can add different tasks under this list. Another neat feature is its integration with your email. So if you have an email that has a to-do action item to it or has an important document, you can just drag it over to your tasks. To do that, you click on your email and boom, you can drop it off, and if I click on it, it'll open up that email. So there you go, that's a quick demo on how to use Google Tasks.
Alright, so next is Todoist. So it's one of the most popular to-do lists out there because it's a good mix of simple and complex. So just like Google Tasks, you can add tasks, and you can actually even add subtasks within your task. So one cool thing that you can do is if you click here, you can actually set a schedule. So for example, I want to do this task by today, so you can click that. And you can also set priority. So there's 4 different priority options here. So let's say I want to set this as priority 3. You can hit that there and it will change the color. So another feature of Todoist is that you can actually sort by your due date. So you can hit this for today's tasks. You can hit this for the next 7 days. And then you can also categorize your to-do items. You go to here, you can see that this is there's a category when I put a bunch of to-dos here. So some features of Todoist.
This is the 3rd tool that we're going to be demoing, and it is called Things, which is my personal productivity tool of choice for my to-do list. What I like about Things is that it has a beautiful UI and has a lot of different functions and capabilities for me to manage my workflow. A couple caveats, however, is that Things is expensive and it's only available within the Apple ecosystem, so for Mac, iPad, and iPhone. What I like about Things, like I mentioned, is that it has a lot of different categories. So as you can see, this is my inbox, which is a place where I can just store the different tasks and to-do items that come up to my head. So if I wanted to create a new item, I can use the hotkey of Command-N, and I can add a to-do. So I'll add a to-do, and under here I can add any additional notes that I'd like to have. So complete this, Within a task, I can also set a calendar day for me to actually do the task. I can also set it as a task I want to complete today or complete this evening, which is a helpful feature for tasks that I would like to complete after work. Or I can set it as an item for me to take care of someday. There's also different tags that you can tag each to-do item, and so I have different tags for different things of my preferences. Similarly to other to-do lists, you can also add different checklists for each of your tasks, and you can also set a deadline. What's also neat is that there are different areas or projects that you can create within things to help organize and see your tasks. So I've created different areas where I can actually categorize my tasks based on different things that I like to categorize by. Another feature is that it's integrated with my calendar. So when I click on today, it also shows me the things on my calendar that are scheduled for today. And the same can be said for the upcoming tab as well. So yeah, that's a quick overview of things.
Now I'm going to go over some tips on how to effectively use a to-do list. So first tip I have is to have a capture list. Just some place to quickly write down tasks that come to your mind, and you can sort them later at some routine time that you set. For Todoist, you can use the inbox as a capture list. You can, for Google Tasks, create your own list called a capture list. Make sure your tasks are small and actionable. It should be very clear when you have completed the item. So if you quickly wrote down something and it's not actionable, then make sure to clarify it by adding subtasks. So instead of simply saying make video, you can add subtasks such as write script, proofread script, film video, and so on. You can create categories to sort your to-do list. This makes your to-do list a lot less cluttered, and you can sort your tasks in your capture list. So examples are like personal or work, or if you're making a video series, a video project. Sort by priority. When your to-do list starts to fill up, it's easy to get overwhelmed by how much is in there. By sorting by priority or by due date, you'll know which tasks are more important, and you can start with those first. So for Todoist, you can actually click here and press sort by priority, and bam, it will sort these tasks by priority. If you're using Google Tasks, unfortunately, it doesn't have a sort by priority, but you can still sort by due date. Clean up your to-do list regularly. This should be part of your routine. Also, it feels really good to check things off your to-do list, so make sure to check those items off. Final tip that I have is to make your list accessible. So all of the tools that we mentioned in this video have mobile apps, so make sure to make your to-do list more accessible. That's all we have this time. Stay tuned for the next video in the series where we cover the next productivity essential. See ya!
See ya!